Hey guys, welcome back to one more session of Get Ready with me. I'm so super excited to share this beautiful, chic, and glam festive look with you guys. It is going to make you stand out in the crowd, that's for sure. So, if you're interested, continue watching and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So, guys, I've already applied the moisturizer, sunscreen, and the primer for my face. So, I'm using Hocus Pocus from Soap and Glory. This is an instant visual flaw softening illuminator. It is perfect, especially to hide certain flaws in your face, like I have some acne scars right now. So, yeah, after having spread this on my entire face, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Orange Corrector. It is very important to use a corrector, especially if you have some dark spots on your face, like I do at this point. Um, this gives you a flawless finish, and the highlighter doesn't turn gray later on. So, yeah, do this. So, I'm going to use my fingers in the beginning to spread this out before I go in with my damp beauty blender. So once I'm happy with the way this sits, I'm going to apply my foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to mix two foundations here. One is like Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation in the shade number 6. This is by Benefit Cosmetics, and the other one is a classic. I have like not used this in a very long time, but I really wanted to for this look. So this is the Material Skin Natural Mousse by Lakme Absolute in the shade Ivory Fair. I had this in my makeup box for such a long period of time. I used to use it a lot before, but I stopped. But I don't know why. It's very lightweight, most finish foundation, and it's beautiful. So for the benefit, I have mixed it with the Hocus Pocus again. It is a natural highlighter sort of, so it gives this foundation a whole lift. Like it gives it a very very dewy finish, which is very, I would say, crucial right now during the festive season. Guys, I forgot to tell you that I had applied like the primer. This was the Skin Visage from MAC. Next, I'm applying LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Creamy Beige as my concealer and highlighter. Next, I'm using the Sculpting Touch from Kiko Milano. Guys, please check the description box for all details. I'm going to put every shade number in the description box. So, I'm going to use the damp beauty blender again to push everything into the skin and not drag that out. So, I'm just setting everything right now, and then we'll go on top of that with a translucent powder. For setting the highlighter, I'm using the translucent Perfect Light powder from number 7. So again, the basic rule applies wherever you apply any cream, you have to set this. So next, I'm going in with the natural bronzer from Rimmel London. This is in the shade Sunkissed number 26. So I'm using that on the areas which I have contoured using the Sculpting Touch. So yeah, we're not going to bake the face, but I'm just setting everything creamy so it doesn't start cracking after some point of time. I'm going to do the eyebrows off camera. I just feel more comfortable that way. So yeah. Next, I'm going to set the brows using the brow setting gel. I believe this is in the shade number 3. This is from Benefit. Again, I'm going to clean up the brow bone using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Creamy Beige and using the beauty blender. You could also use a thin brush. This works for me. So Now for the eye makeup, I wanted a really bold look, but I am going to start on a softer note. So I'm using the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to use a couple of shades from this one. So one is the Limit for the first base color. That's the one that I'm using. It's called the Limit. The next shade from the same palette is the Nooner. I'm going to apply this using a pencil brush just to the outer corner of my eyes. This is more of a mauve brown shade. It's a very beautiful color, especially when you're going in for a darker eye makeup. You want to start with light hands, so if there is any error, there is a scope of correction, because अगर आप शुरुआत में ही black या फिर blue या फिर ऐसे किसी dark shade से start करते हो, so you cannot really make any amends if at any point you have to, because मेरे साथ ये बहुत बार होता है कि when I start my makeup and then I realize कि I need to change this or I need to do this. So yeah, I prefer starting with like lighter shades. Next, again, मैं यही shade Nooner, I'm using this under my eyes, and then using a fluffy brush I'm going to use the shade Limit and buff this all out. The next shade that I'm using is a bit shimmery. This is called the Trick from the same palette. I'm just trying to make the center of the eyes a little more hollow, just to be able to add the deeper colors later. So from the palette Nude Tude, this is by The Balm. I'm taking this yellowish golden shade. This is called Snobby. It's a beautiful gold color. It's just going to create a nicer base, because I wanted this eye makeup to go in sync with the dress that I was going to wear, which is a beautiful golden raw silk material. So, and I believe that during the pujas at least you can go a little overboard with your makeup, and colors are welcome, so yeah, why not. Next, from the same palette, I'm mixing the Sleek and Silly. This is from the Nude Tude palette by The Balm, and I'm just adding more depth, so I'm going in with a little darker shades. Now to diffuse all these colors, I'm using the shade Sultry. This is a more nude brown sort of a shade. Next, I'm going to use the shade Vega from Urban Decay Moondust palette. It is a beautiful shimmer palette, guys. It's one of the must-haves for me, and I just love all the shades. So I'm going to put this in the inner corner of my eyes. So this is where we are beginning to work all the colors in, and you have to be very, very careful. You don't have to have this palette. You can use any color that actually goes with the dress that you're wearing. My dress has some green and blue flowers on it, so this is why I chose this shade. But yeah, the technique is more important than the shades that you're using, so it should do the work. यहाँ पे I've mixed a bit of Galaxy with Vega, and I'm trying to build the colors in rather than just tapping it. Next, I'm again going to go in with Serious and Silly from the palette The Balm. आपके लिए ज़्यादा आसान हो जाता है लाइक कोई भी डार्क शिमर शेड्स या फिर कोई भी डार्क शेड्स फॉर दैट मैटर लगाना, अगर आप अपना बेस सही से अप्लाई करें तो. So here I'm just trying to create a base using more browner tones rather than applying the blue altogether. Even at this point, you would tell me that the colors are not really popping out, but that's fine. When we actually finish the look, it is all going to come in. जो shimmers होते हैं उनके साथ मसला ये होता है that they kind of tend to fall out. So don't worry about it. Once we apply the makeup fixing spray and we retouch, it's all going to come around. Here I'm using the highlighter palette Soft and Gentle from MAC. Again, using a fluffy brush, I'm blending all of those colors in just to make it seamless and flawless. Now I'm picking up the same color Vega in a pencil brush and working it up on the eyelid. Once I'm happy with all of that, I'm going to apply the Pro Conceal to my brow bones one last time. I think this is an amazing trick. If you have, if you're in doubt that you haven't blended out the eye makeup properly, then this is going to set things right for you. It is, like for me, this has always worked. I'm cleaning up all the excess and the fallouts from my face before applying mascara. So I'm just brushing my brows one last time and then I'm going to apply mascara. But before that, like always, I curl my lashes. For this look, I'm using Bad Girl from Benefit. This is a beautiful mascara. It beautifully lifts the eyelashes and separates them, which is the most favorite part for me. Next, I'm going in with the Color Bar eye pencil. I'm going to use the brown shade to tight line my upper waterline, and I'm going to use this as a kajal as well, but only lining the half of my lower water lids. Next, I'm using MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Rose just to ensure that the base stays where it is supposed to be. Before applying blush, I do like to go back using a bit of the bronzer just to warm the face up, and just to make sure that you don't end up applying a lot of blush in unnecessary places. Here I'm using the Long Wear High Impact stick from Infallible. It is a beautiful blush stick and the shade number is, well, I'll leave it in the description box. So again, for all the blush sticks, I think the best way to apply it is by applying it in the back of your hands and then taking it in the brush and applying it on your face, rather than just going, because it's creamy, sometimes it tends to move the foundation around, which you don't want. I have also used Seduction from NARS just to set the blush in place, because for me it is a mandatory thing. So whenever I use any cream, I have to use some sort of powder on it. So I believe that a powder blush is the best thing to use. Next, it's the time for the highlighter. I'm going in with my trusted Soft and Gentle from MAC. You never go wrong with this one. If you guys have been watching me, you know that this is my favorite highlighter. So here I'm applying the highlighter in the usual points of the face, which is in the inner corners of the eyes, forehead, high points of your cheek, cupid's bow, and your nose tip. Now you can see that the eye shadow is standing out. Here I'm using my fingers. Actually, I sprayed my finger with a bit of the makeup fixing spray, and then I'm touching my eyes ever so lightly with the shades Light Ear and Vega simultaneously. So I've used the color Light Ear first and then topped it up with Vega from the Moondust palette. So before the final touches to my makeup, I'm going to set my hair. I want to wear my hair in a low, sort of a inverted French bun, if I may call it. So for that, I'm using a dry shampoo from Batiste. This one is dry shampoo and volume. This is really, really amazing. It is with plumping collagen, and I really love this one. The best part, your hair feels really, really voluminous and at the same time really fresh. Like my hair was 2 days unwashed and you can see it's just amazing. So this is a really simple hairdo. For this, you need to pull up your ponytail as high as possible, but don't tie it too tight, because what we're going to do is इस तरह से एक छोटा सा पार्टीशन बनाएंगे, किसी भी तरह से आप अपने बाल फोल्ड करेंगे, and we're just going to push the entire hair inside. So basically जो आप ponytail बना रहे हैं, the back of your hair should be able to hold this hairdo. Okay, I will have to say, like, as easy as this hairdo is, it is going to be easier for the people with shorter hair. Like, मेरे बाल लंबे हैं, but my hair is light, so I can still hold it. For some people with heavy hair, this might not work. You might need to use a lot of pins, but for me, only a couple of pins gets the job done. This used to be one of the routine hairdo for Jet Airways cabin crew back in the days, and it was called the bird's nest. But I don't want to have a bird's nest on my hair, so I call it the inverted French twist. What I like about this look is you can make it as tidy as you want or as messy as you like it. For me, I love the messy look with especially traditional wear, so I'm going to keep it that way. For my lipstick, I've used two shades. One is Cafe au Lait from Bourjois and Rustic from Color Bar. Lastly, to finish this look, I'm using a nude eye pencil. This one is also from Color Bar and I really love it. I'm almost done, guys. I just have to change and apply perfume. I wore Versace Yellow Diamond. I usually wear it whenever I wear yellow. I don't know why, it just feels right. So this is the final look, you guys. I hope you liked this get ready with me session today. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and I will see you next time. Happy Navratris and Shubho Shaptami.